Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So I've got this new mold, and it is a tray mold or a coaster mold from Pouring Your Heart Out, and it's got a little snake built in it. I thought I would use these Baltic Day chrome powders. There's 30 of colors in there, and I picked out this green. And that's all it says is just green. That I want to paint that snake. And then I'm going to use this crushed glass. It's gold, to pour in it and use like stones. I've done a larger tray like this. After watching Pouring Your Heart Out, I got inspired to do one once I put moss in it. Oops, dropped that. And it kind of turned out to look like it was in a swamp. I was trying to go for a look like it was in grass, but the moss just, yeah, it looked like a swamp. Which moss is in a swamp, so I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm just going to paint this snake up. Shouldn't take just a second. I'm going to get it everywhere, and then we're going to clean it up. I think this green will look really pretty up against that gold glass. But I did one with gravelly stone pebbles also, and it was really pretty. I think it was pebbles I used. But my husband loves snakes, and he hasn't seen this mold, so I really think that he will like it. And every time I make a snake for him, he's like, make it look like an emerald tree python, or it's always a green snake. So we will see how this turns out. And I think to him, as long as it's a snake, he likes it. I like that it's textured. That way you'll see the scales. And I've got my resin already mixed. I mixed up 270 gram of resin because I'm going to do another project also. And I'm using the craft resin, 1-to-1. There is a code for 10% off of craft resin in my description box if you use any of that. It is a low viscosity resin. It's not as low viscosity as some others that I've used. It's not like water or anything, but it is a really good resin. It mixes up very well, doesn't have many bubbles, self-degasses very well, and is really clear when it cures. So I like it. Okay, almost to the end. I'm making a mess. It's so hard to get down in there. And his last little bit of tail. Okay. I think I got him. Now let's clean that up. And get these out of my way. I'm going to get a baby wipe. I'm going to spritz it with a little 99% isopropyl alcohol. And then I'm going to see if I can go around this. And get all of that excess off. And hopefully not mess up the snake itself. If you hear anything moving around, that is a little bit. She is laying by the door. Sometimes she can figure out how to open the screen, and sometimes she can't. It's just a magnetic screen. I prefer she stay out of here because I don't want her to jump up into this. And she's just a little bitty. Okay, I did get some of that off down in there, so I'm going to try to fix that back. Okay, I think we're good. Now, I always take a terry cloth and try to dry it a little bit because I don't want speckles. And then a piece of tape and anything that looks like it's left behind, I can pull off that way. Okay. Ooh, I see some green I missed down in the corner there. Let's see if I can get that tape down in there. Yeah, got it out. All right, now let me get me a cup. I think about 2 ounces will be plenty. I did not put this resin in the debubbler. And like I said, I got 270 gram. So around 9 ounces. I think that'll be plenty. Because I do have to think that I'm putting the crushed glass in there. So it's going to take up some room. I think I got this off of michaels.com, off the internet, off their website. I'm just pouring a bunch down in there because I do want it to be solid. Okay. Now let's see if we can fill my snake up. You don't have to put the stones in here. You could have put some just resin. But I figured I would just do the crushed glass because of I'm mixing it up anyways. I'm just poking down through the snake because I do want to make sure that there's no bubbles in that. And I do want resin all the way up through the tail. I don't want any holes to be left. I'm hoping it didn't mess up my color. And I just dripped. I'm going to try to get these stones all the way to the edge instead of just clear resin. I don't care if the clear floats on the top, but I do want the stones on the bottom. I wanted my stones to be equally coated. Is why I did it that way. I'm trying to be careful and not scratch the mold too with the stones. Or crushed glass, I suppose. You can hold a little more. So I'm just going to drop a little more in there. And then I'm just going to help to flatten it down. I don't want any high places that you can feel those. I only got a little bit more and I think it can hold it. Well, that'll never happen again to guess that accurate with resin and glass. And like I said, I'm just spreading them out because I don't want any high places. And you can see the resin floating on the top there. There will be a little bit of a clear area on the back, which is okay. Alright, let's clean this stick off and get those stones off of that. And just quick little torch. Don't get near the edge. Alright guys, that's it. We will let that cure up and see how it looks. So I'll see you guys back for the demold. Hey guys, welcome back. So this has cured. I do like the way that looks. Let's see how the coaster turned out. Break that snake loose without tearing it up. There we go. Oh, I love it. I love that green. Paint him on some little eyeballs. Alright guys, I'll see you back for the next video.